I would love to work in the creative part of the production. I think that'd be really fun.
Well, you get in here and you look around, and I wonder how long it would take people to figure it out.
Yeah. Probably longer than you would expect
Yeah.
for some people, because they'd hide it pretty well.
Yeah, well, they get, like, as I say, you know, one of my brother, one of Jill's sisters,
Yeah.
your sister, whoever, all come in, you know, they and not knowing anything.
Yeah.
HOH room would give away something, so it's all sibling.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
You just wouldn't have, like, family.
Or
like,
you just
us
make
in
it only friends.
Or you could all say you were single children and just have you and your parents and your
Yeah.
friends. And
Yeah.
But it would take a while to be like,
People, because my sister looks a lot like me, she's just a chick, but, I mean, I'm sure your brothers look not dissimilar to you as well. But I don't know, my sister could disguise her. I don't know. It'd be really interesting.
only reason that people say we look like is me and my older brother.
Yeah.
Other than that,
And then your sisters are all blonde, aren't they?
Yeah,
Yeah.
all three of them. Blonde.
that would be a cool one to watch.
Yeah.
Because you'd be like,
a sibling one. Can I talk to Peter for a minute, please?
all right.
I'm sorry for freaking out.
That's okay. I
This
understand.
game, like, this isn't me. Like, I don't like the way this game is. I don't know this game
Right.
like you do.
Yeah.
And to tell me, like, that if you leave today, it ruins my game because you'll have 4 people against me because I have blood on my hands because I've
Right.
been winning competition doesn't seem fair to me.
Mm-hmm.
But if that's the way you want to vote on who like had to do the dirty work,
Right.
it's not like any of these other 3 people I'm with would not have done the same moves.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that I had the opportunity to win these competitions, and I can't play good guy.
Absolutely.
I have to play bad guy, and the fact that I'm sending you, like if you're going home this week and Alec went home another week, you should not. I know it's hard to see it this way, but as a compliment, I'm
Right.
scared of you guys.
Yep.
You guys are big players. I'm trying to make big moves and be smart. I know that you think it's a stupid move and that you 4 will go against me. But at the end of the day, it's the game, and I've won 3 HOHs. I'm not bragging myself up in any way, but it's not like I won them by fluke.
Right.
I busted my ass to get in these positions, and then other people can sit around and be like, well, this is how I'm voting because I'm really up. I like this person. And I could be that person sitting back and being the good guy and saying all the nice things like, well, I would vote for you, but I know there's no point. So, and then you have that person on your side in jury. I don't have the opportunity to play that role and have all these people on my side going to jury. I have these big decisions to make where everyone hates me. I've had the last 2 weeks, week 7 and week 8, I've won HOH. I've had 2 people on the block. Both times the person I had on the block came off. I had to put 2 new people up. It's like a lose-lose for me. There's no way. I'm doing what I think is best for me at this point. Honestly, because I think you're a better player than the other people in this game.
Right.
Not that I think you're better than Emmett, but I'm trying to keep my word to someone in this game and have some type of moral.
No, I understand that, and
Like,
I misspoke. I shouldn't have spoken for Alec, and I shouldn't have spoken for Topaz, and I shouldn't have spoken for Gary, and I spoke in haste for me. What my decision at the end of this game will be based on who I truly feel played the best, and if at the end you were sitting beside Emmett, Andrew, or Tala, and I truly feel that you played the best game, then I will gladly vote for you.
Yeah.
I misspoke in haste, and I apologize. And
I apologize
respect-
for freaking because it's not. I would never normally
No, I
forget.
understand.
But
I
I was just like, it's just like when where options are up and you're like, this is. I think I have my mind made up for the best decision for my game because I know it would probably be a better interest for Emmett. But I can't go against all these guys and my family at home. I'm just trying to think of what they would tell
Right,
me to do,
sure.
and it's nothing personal. And
Understand.
it doesn't mean I was lying to you all along and just like I'm like he. I've been back and forth. I've been freaking out. I've been, you know what I mean? It's not like I'm like, my mind's been made up and I've been making these deals and laughing in your face behind your back being this crazy person. Because I don't even know how to play the game that way. I know how to play the game that's best for like me. The only way I know how to play this game is to think about reasonable things,
Sure.
to put all the scenarios out there. I don't know if that's the smart way to play the game, and to try to get rid of players that I think I'm scared of. That if I went against, I'd be screwed. And I really would be terrified to go against you in like a mental competition, in a physical mental competition, and even perhaps a endurance. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think that I have the endurance, like, down to a science, like,
Right.
and the science, but, like, I don't think, like, I struggled in those endurance competitions. It's not like I just was like, and I fought my ass off to win these HOHs, and then it seems like it's almost like it goes against you, and so all these people
can.
that come with
In the
you
history of the game, it
as
can,
you
yeah.
win these competitions, all these people that you're, and I'm not taking these, I don't want to see, I'm not saying that, but like these people that are coming along for the ride are just the ones that are like, oh, I'm sorry, man, but it's what that biatch
Right.
up in power wants to do, and it's not. Alec could have been saved
I agree.
without me. Like, I put him on the block, but I had no say in whether he went home or not. People could have been like, oh, this is a bad move.
Right.
Let's not send him home. Same with any situation. Like, I didn't even have say in when Danielle went home. Like, for God's sakes, everyone turned against me as HOH. And in this sense, you can think that I have all the power, but Andrew can play buddy-buddy. I'm not, like, throwing any of these people under the bus, but they can play the buddy-buddy role, you know.
Right.
You know, I've been with Tala since day one, and I'm not going against her. And then Emmett can play the, well, if Jill's just going to vote, and so is Andrew, I'm just telling you, buddy, I got to vote for her because there's no way anyway, and I don't want a Jill against me.
Right.
And they can play these roles,
Sure.
but I can't play that role.
I understand.
I have to play the role of, sorry, like,
Yeah.
screw you, and I don't feel that way at all. I feel like last night going to sleep, that's all I thought about was your feelings. Like, I really, I have a heart, and I don't like this game, and I'm thinking it's a game, only one person can win. I need to do what's best for me at this point while holding true to the one person. It's not that I need to hold true to Andrew. It's not that I need to hold true to Tala. It's not that I need to hold true to these people because, you know what? It's a game at the end of the day. I can say that. I can't say that about Emmett because I feel like the reason I've gotten this far and have been able to keep sane and, like, is because of him. So I don't even care. If he wins at the end of the day, this game, and we're in the final two or whatever, or in the, like, I don't care.
Right.
But at this point, I think you're the best player here besides Emmett.
Okay. I'll say two things. Well, three things. One, I appreciate the compliment. Two, my favorite two players in this game are Will Kirby and Dan Giesling.
Yeah.
They don't win comps. They don't
No.
have to.
Yeah.
Three, oh shoot, what was my third thing?
And I understand that's your game, but I don't have it in me to be like a...
Oh, no, wait, fuck, what was my third thing that I was going to say? Because I added the first thing that was the compliment, and then I forgot what the other two were.
Your favorite two players don't win comps because they don't need to. But people have different strengths.
Right. What the fuck was the third
And
thing?
mine isn't being a conniving,
I
backstabbing
know. Okay,
liar.
I'll do a take two on that. I'll do a take two on that.
Sorry. Okay.
I'll say three things.
Yeah.
One, thank you for the compliment. Two, my favorite players in this game, those who I feel are the best, are Dan Giesling and Will Kirby. They don't win anything. And three, you're going to watch this show in 2 or 3 weeks, and you're going to get to this point, and you're going to see that I was telling you the truth.
And I believe that you are. I really do. I don't think you're lying to me.
Understand.
But I'm thinking I'm scared of you as a player. I know you're mentally capable,
Understand.
and I know you know the game better than Tala. So the reason the reason is not that I don't trust you, and it's truly not. And I know that you like the people like that play the game with their mind rather than their
Yes.
physicality or whatever. But and I'm not saying that you are this type of person. I'm not. I'm saying Dan might be. I don't know. But I feel like you'd have to be more of like a manipulator, live a little bit of a person that doesn't keep their word ever, and like kind of mixing and pinning people against each other. And that's not in my nature. That's
Understand.
not the type of person I am. So the only honest way I can see, because I don't know this game, right? Maybe everyone does that in every season. That's who wins. I don't know this
Right.
game. But the only honest way I can see of winning this game, I'm not saying I've been honest. I've lied. I've done this. I've done that. But is to fight my ass off in competitions, put people on
Yeah,
the block,
that's
and eliminate
that's
people
you.
that are threats to me. And that's just my game. And I respect that you like the mental game, and I can understand if that's the reason you don't vote against me. That you vote
like I said,
against
I
me.
will vote for who I feel is the best person.
So,
in the game.
and I can understand if that's your vote at the end of the day is for the person that you think
Because
is
as
the...
far as I'm concerned, the only person who fits that archetype who remains is me.
Yes.
Nobody else played that type of game.
I know, and
Tala
I'm scared
doesn't
of that
know
type of
what game
game. I'm
she's
scared
playing.
of you. It's terrified
I
of you.
I understand.
I think you're an amazing player, and I think you're an amazing person. I have nothing against you. It's like, okay.
I get it. I understand. You don't have to feel bad.
I do, though. I
don't have to
will,
feel
and I will
guilty.
to the end of time.
Jillian, look at me. You don't have to feel bad. Understand. I'm not mad at you. I'm not mad at the game. I respect it too much. All I am is disappointed in myself. And that's it.
Well,
I will talk to you at the end of this.
okay, because I'm
We
not
will be
trying
friends.
to be sneaky, creepy, crazy.
I get it. I understand.
I didn't mean to
Objectively
snap
speaking,
at
I
you
honestly
because,
feel
like,
that you are making the wrong move. I truly do. Because my whole game has been based around math, and I feel that you're putting you and Emmett in a mathematical disadvantage. You do not need to hold power to have power in this game. All you need is the majority, and you are giving a 66-33 to a 50-50. Willingly.
I know. But at the end of the
That's
day,
all.
I have to look at Tala.
I get it. I understand. Tala doesn't know what game she's playing, and she can't win a competition. I get it. But if it's her and Andrew in the end, and you and Emmett are sitting there with me and jury going, what happened?
It's this
I'm going to
one.
have to look at you and say, Jillian, I told you so.
I know. And I'll accept that when it happens. I'll have to accept it, and I'll have to live with my decision. But at this point, I've thought and thought and thought, and I really, truly think that this is the best move. Who knows what'll happen tonight in the last second of my mind, but as of right now...
I already told Emmett he didn't have to vote for me.
Yeah, I know
Now,
that.
if you... If,
And I knew that was going on, and that was stressing me out at that point, because I don't get to do that. Like, I get to, ruin someone's life. Like, I don't, it's, you know what I mean? You don't get, and I can't say I regret winning any competitions and getting myself in this situation, because I wouldn't be here right now had I not won them.
right.
And I don't know. I can't wait to go back to real life.
See, everybody wants to go back to real life, but to me, this is real life. I left the world to come home. Everybody came in here to leave their home. I feel the exact opposite to everybody
And that's
else.
why I feel even 10 times worse, because I know how much you love this game. You have no idea. I know that. And I'm like, well, and that I think that might be what scares me more than anything. Where the heck is that? I lost my ring. I don't care though.
Because for me, this manufactured reality is the only place I've ever actually felt at home.
Well, that's sad.
I understand, but I'm a different type of person than even you might fully understand, and you're going to see that when you watch the show. You'll get it. But I don't really fit in real life. I fit in here because it's a manufactured reality. And that might not make sense.
I'd be your friend in real life.
I understand. I know, and I will be your friend too. But I don't know. I don't know that you will understand it better when you watch through the show and you see the DRs. You'll get it. It's not something that I can properly explain right now, unless you want to sit here for a few hours, which you probably don't. But
well, it makes me sad anyway, so I'd rather keep.
yeah.
That's what I'm trying to do, keep my emotions out of the game. But then it's hard to keep your emotions out of this game.
Like for me, it breaks my heart when people are saying, I can't wait to go home. I can't wait to get out of here. This place is driving me crazy. Because to me, it's a privilege and an honor to be in here.
I'm honored to be here. I truly am. I'm happy I'm here. I'm like, I don't wish I didn't come. I'm glad I'm here. But at the same time, things like this, when I have to see someone go through and feel like it's my fault, and someone who loves the game this much, that is the crappiest feeling in the world.
suspect it would
And
be.
there's no way I would feel that in the outside world, because I don't ruin people's lives in the outside world.
Exactly.
I'm not a villain.
Right.
And I'm not in any position that I have to ruin people's lives every day. I can't even imagine the stress of those types of jobs where people have to like disappoint people every single day.
Right.
You know, and it's just, I don't know, it's not my personality. I'm a better person than this, and I hate this feeling.
Right.
It has to be done.
I understand.
I'm doing it for the game. I'm doing it for whatever reason, to get myself in the head in this game.
Yeah.
Like it's freaking. It's like we're Like it's like we're an experiment.
We are, and that again is the appealing part for me.
And the reason I did like skip mad there was because I don't know. I guess you're in the same situation, so it's hard. Like it's hard for you to try to gain your sympathy for what I was feeling.
Mm-hmm.
But I felt like I've done this much in this game, moved this far, and you're telling me right now I have no chance. You know, and that's just a shitty feeling. And my back was against a wall, and
Right.
I felt like I spent all night making a decision, and I like you as a person, and I was really upset about it, and found it hard to, come to a decision because I was getting my feelings involved in it and thinking how much I liked you as a person, how I didn't want to hurt you,
Right.
and all that. And then you're like, well, this is what's going to happen. You lose this game because and I'm like, oh, thanks.
I mean, Gary might have been a stretch, but if I'm being honest,
Yeah.
the rest of it, I feel would be consistent. Now,
But that makes no sense when you say that, because I'm up there with Tala. You're saying that
think
you're
of the
just going to use. Hang on, I'm up there with Tala. You're going to say Jillian got me and you out of this game.
No, I wouldn't say that.
Let's get rid of her.
No, I wouldn't say that. That would not be my approach. My approach in that scenario would be, Jillian, you were this super competitor. You won your way through the game.
Mm-hmm.
Tala, what did you do to get there? Do you even understand what game you're playing? And she would say, no. And then I would vote for you because you were a better player and Tala doesn't know what she's doing. Now, I will admit that the vote is more difficult if it's you and Emmett or you and Andrew.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll hear the case like I would if I was a juror in a court case.
Mm-hmm.
It's all, for me, like everybody
It's all
else.
about the case.
Everybody else says you have your mind made up before you vote.
Mm-hmm.
I will not. I will hear both persons' cases, and I will react accordingly.
Yeah.
I'm
and
not saying at all that I will
wouldn't
not
have
vote for
mine
you.
either.
But understand that Alec and I think of this game in the exact same way. So if you can convince one of us, it stands to reason that you can convince both of us. But if you cannot convince one of us, then you most assuredly will not be able to convince both of us. And that goes for everybody, not just you.
Yeah.
And
if you consider yourself a great player, I hope that people can look at this as
absolutely,
and be like, you know what, I
purely
think I'm a great
objective.
player, and I think Alec's a great player. Look who got the great players out.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
I will be purely objective, and I promise you that.
I know, and that's the type of person I am. I'm not a closed-minded individual,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm the same way. I would not go into something and have my mind made up. I'm a very good listener,
Mm-hmm.
and I really weigh what people are saying. I don't come into conversations, even last night when you sat down with me. I'm scared people think that I'm always in my head like, D, stop talking to me. There's a point where I have my mind made up, but I do hear everything out first, and then it's just like hearing, but I'm I'm a very good listener, and I weigh things constantly, and that's why this game is so hard for me. I'm not just like, okay, now I won each way, this is who's going home, this is what's happening, bang, 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 and I don't just see my way straight to the end. I listen. I'm like, they have a good point.
Mm-hmm.
I try to take everything into consideration, and I would do that if I will do that if I'm in jury too.
Mm-hmm.
I will listen to both full sides,
Yep.
and I will make my decision based on that. I won't even say, it's probably more than likely Tala and Andrew, or like Tala and Emmett go up against each other, I'll have but I won't close her out.
Right.
I will listen to everything that they have to say.
Tala might surprise us all and be the best strategist of all time. She's totally playing everybody.
Yeah.
I
Or
don't
she
know
could
that.
at least pretend she was. Be
Yeah,
like,
I would. Yeah, if I was in her case, I would think she was too.
At this point, I'm like, okay, I won nothing, so what am I going to use for my
Yeah.
speech? I'm just saying I strategize.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I already know what questions I'm going to ask to all four of you. It doesn't matter what combination of the four of you it is. I already know what the questions are.
So, I just want you to know that I don't know, that I didn't mean to get upset with
I understand.
you, but I felt very attacked,
Mm-hmm.
and I think I was really hungry because I was eating an apple, and earlier. I'm not going to use it as an excuse. But they were like, get to the bedroom, get to the bedroom. I'm like, I'm starving. I snapped on Big Brother at that point.
Yeah.
But when you have all these pressures on you from
No, I get it.
everyone, even including like even the person I'm closest to in the game, like Emmett